Hey y'all, it is Christy coming to you from the Freight House. Just wanted to let you know that starting here in February, we are going to start offering monthly workshops online, probably via YouTube and also our Facebook page, where we're going to teach you all the kind of things that we know about Antiquin and Thriftin. So I'm hoping that you will join us. I just wanted to kind of give you a little introduction so that you could start thinking about what you might be interested in and what you want to learn more about. So let's get talking real fast about how do I start Antiquin? How do I start thrifting? How do I start estate sailing? The first thing you got to think about is, what do you want to collect? What do you like? What do you love? And why? How are you going to use it? Are you going to use it in your house, or are you going to resell things? Are you going to open a store? What are you going to do? So really start to think about what you want to be collecting. What is interesting to you? The next thing you're going to want to really do is just jump in, go. One of the best things to do is to start out in small stores where there isn't so much to be overwhelmed with. And then once you start getting comfortable there, you're going to want to go to larger thrift markets and vintage markets so that you can really see more things that are out there, but not be quite so overwhelmed. Flea markets are a great place to go in order to get started. But it can also be a little bit daunting. So, always start small. What are you looking for? What do you like? Start small and then work your way to a little bit bigger. Once you get there and you find pieces, ask about them. What do you know about this piece? Do you know anything about it? Do you know the age of it? Do you know what style this is? Do you know what genre this is? You don't have to know everything going out the gate. Ask the people who are there, and if they can't help you, there's all kinds of search tools that you can use online that will kind of give you that information to help with. But again, most importantly, start out with something you love. What do you love? I love bowls. I love bowls. So I collect old bowls from all over and all different, centuries, and those are just kind of my gig. I like them. I like old paintbrushes. I like all kinds of old things. If it's older than me, it's in my house. And then again, start with something small. Start with like ceramics or pottery or jewelry or candlesticks. Oh my gosh, yeah, I like candlesticks too. But start with something small. Don't go all gangbuster on, I'm going to go in and I'm going to buy, 19th century, Victorian furniture. Probably a little bit overboard. So slow down. Slow down. Next thing you got to remember is when you're dealing with antiques or vintage items or thrift store items, you got to embrace the imperfect. Okay? That's kind of part of the beauty of it. I have a lot of people who come in, and we're going to talk about this later in February, who love things like copper and brass, but they cannot stand the patina on things, whereas I love the patina on items. That's part of the aging process that I find so attractive in those pieces. So, accept the imperfect. You're also going to want to have a toolkit. And in that toolkit, you're going to want to have a magnet, and you're going to want to have some kind of magnifying loupe. You're going to want to have a measuring tape. You're going to want to have a black light that you can look for things like uranium glass under it, but it also shows you where there are breaks in the pieces where they might have been restored. You want to have probably a jeweler's cloth or some type of soft cloth that you can gently clean things with, tweezers, and most importantly, patience. Yeah. The big finds don't happen right away, and they don't happen all the time. So you're going to have to develop some patience. So we want to make sure that, we're training you a little bit. I'm no expert by any means, but I have been around antiques my entire life. My mother adored them. And then it's just always been a part of who I am and what I am. So I want to teach a little bit about how to beware of imposters. And really just get you started on this journey. So our big show for February is going to be looking at metals. We're going to be talking about different kinds of metals because those are simple, easy things that you can find that are relatively inexpensive. I'm going to teach you how to find what is real, what is not real, what things are made up of, how to clean them, all kinds of good stuff. So I hope you join me later on in February when we do our workshop on metals. But I did want to jump on here today, February 1st, and give you a little bit of introduction as to what we were going to be doing. So with that being said, I hope to see you soon. The store will be open back up in April. I have been doing estate sales like crazy, so I've got all kinds of new things to bring to you, so I can't wait to see you. Again, thanks for supporting our food pantry here at the Freight House, and I look forward to seeing you really soon. Peace. God bless.